After the Bitcoin CME futures opened again, Bitcoin had a massive crash towards the downside, and this crash exactly came back towards the level of major support I have mentioned in all my previous videos. So in today's update video, I'm going to be talking about this massive rejection and what will be happening if Bitcoin potentially breaks below this very important level of support. So without any further ado, guys, I will be discussing many other important charts about what we're going to get here in Q4, what is about to be happening since September is still closing in the green right now, and I will be talking about the most important charts and many more important stuff here. So without any further ado, guys, don't forget to once again slap the like button back above 1,000 likes. It will be highly appreciated. And with that being said, let me jump straight away in towards the content. So first of all, Bitcoin of course created the CME futures gap over the course of the weekend, and then exactly whenever the CME futures opened again here, we saw a massive correction towards the downside on the Bitcoin price action. And yeah, now Bitcoin is all the way down to 64,400. And since Bitcoin right now has seen that significant correction towards the downside, we are actually right now exactly down here towards that major level of support I have mentioned in my previous videos as first of all resistance, and also I said it that this level was most likely going to be providing somewhat of support for Bitcoin. And personally, if Bitcoin does break below this level, we're most likely going to be seeing a bigger continuation probably towards the downside. But I do want to be pointing out here there are still some other major levels of support where we're going to be looking at, which is the upward sloping support line on Bitcoin we are creating right here, the horizontal level of support you can see also over here in the market, but this one is significantly lower than we are currently trading, around 62,000 US dollars. And yeah, those are the two major levels of support. But personally, I would really expect Bitcoin is still going to be holding on towards this level right here. So you can see it also on the daily time frame. This has been clearly previous major resistance, and if you're extending this level, you can see it also right here. It has provided significant resistance right here, support right here, support right here, support right here, support right here. And once we did broke below this level right here, we saw major rejection towards the downside. Then we saw rejection right here, and now we're seeing this level flip into support. And then if you're going to be looking a little bit more closely towards it, you can right now maybe see, okay, we created that move towards the downside, big move upwards, then a higher low here on the market, and you can see that potentially, oh yeah, we did create a W pattern, and now we're seeing the retest of the neckline of the W pattern, and that is actually considered to be extremely bullish. So you can see a W pattern is getting created right here. We're currently seeing the retest on the neckline, and that would potentially mean we are going to be seeing that continuation towards the upside, because usually the entry, if you want to be trading any of these moves, guys, is literally the point where we're currently trading on. So Bitcoin is creating a W pattern, and it is not looking so bad as it currently is, and as most people are currently saying on X, because I see a lot of people turning bearish again here, which is quite interesting. And just like I said on yesterday's video as well here, it's quite interesting to see that once again, whenever we do see record inflows coming in towards the market is stopping out again here, because that is literally what I warned everyone for, and that is also what happened. So I said not necessarily, okay, the market is going to be topping out, but I did said that usually whenever the market for the spot Bitcoin ETF is seeing large inflows, it tends to be marking the top in the market, and that was this time around once again the case here. I'm not saying Bitcoin is topped out here, but it did mark the short-term top here on the imminent short term. But you can currently see Bitcoin is currently retesting a major level of support, and with in mind that we are currently creating such a major W pattern here, I don't really believe that this is a time to be flipping bearish. We also flipped above the previous range high in the market, and ultimately we're seeing that Bitcoin is right now breaking the downtrend, and that is in my opinion a very great thing here. You never go up in a straight line here, and now we're just seeing a slight rejection, and we can just create a higher low and continue to rally higher. And I think that this is actually a very good move which Bitcoin created in this consolidation we're currently trading in. So right now we're also only one day out here before it's going to be Q4, and what we know here is that in a bull market year, Q4 tends to be a very great performer. And if September flips green here, we tend to see also Q4 be extraordinary in terms of gains here. And now September is still in the green, and I think it's very unlikely that September is going to be turning out red here. And yeah, that is also spelling us right now that potentially the upcoming quarter is going to be extraordinary in terms of performance. But if you're going to be looking at 2020, 2016, both bull market years, Q4 was where the most amount of gains were realized. And yeah, now it's 2024, and we're once again also expecting that we are going to get those extraordinary gains in the market. And of course, tomorrow it's also October, which is considered to be one of the most bullish months out there in crypto, with only 2 negative months in history. Guys, we are definitely set here for some very great price action. And here you can see it in the Q4 Q4 performance in all the bull market years here, 2012, 2016, 2020. Always the Bitcoin bull market started in Q4, so why wouldn't it start this time around in 2024? I mean, I remain to be believing so until it's proven otherwise here. I mean, all the data is currently pointing out the bull market is likely to start in the coming few days here in Q4. And if you're just looking at October, what it has also done in halving years, October was also usually the starting point of the major rally towards the upside, like you can see in all the previous cycles. And the white line right here, which you can see on the left side right now, is the line, is the cycle where we're currently sitting in here. So very important data you need to be understanding right now here. And you can clearly see right here also on this chart, usually the major gains here, at least for last year, started whenever October was hit here. And yeah, also if we're just going to purely look at the fact that is the market currently topping out here, it is clearly not topping out yet here. We're clearly not at the stage where we should say, okay, it is time to be cashing out. At least for my opinion, I believe that the market has got way more legs towards the upside. You can see it also on the MVRV Z score. The market is not topped out yet, and the most amount of gains are still yet to realize. And guys, if you want to be benefiting from this, don't forget to check it out in the link description of today's video, where you can find the link to Bybit. And if you press on this highest link right here, guys, you will be able to claim a free $500 airdrop position. It's super valuable. You go to the highest link description, you press on it, you come to this page, you press on this button right here, register to claim. If you press on that, guys, you can claim a free $500 airdrop position. So if you're interested in that, don't forget to check it out in the link description of today's video. It's extremely valuable. And while we are indeed seeing a slight rejection right here, I still believe that the major rejection we're about to be facing is this downward sloping resistance line here on the top side, which we are about to be facing anytime soon here. And you can see we're seeing a slight little rejection here on the 2-day time frame for the Bitcoin price action right now as well. Here we're seeing a major downward sloping trend line getting created, and basically we're seeing this slight little rejection currently getting formed from off the top side of the bull flag pattern. Bitcoin is still creating a major falling wedge pattern, which we are literally about to be breaking out of anytime soon here. And guys, you have to understand that the FTX claim is going to be happening in Q4 here in the coming period. In what is it? In approximately 7 days here, we're going to be having the court hearing about how the distribution is going to be taking place here. So that is of course an extremely good thing here. And if you take this in perspective as well here, so far we have a total of cumulative flow, so a total inflow, a total positive inflow of about $18 billion on the spot Bitcoin ETF here. And if you're then going to be looking at the FTX, guys, that is 16 billion. So we're going to be getting loads and loads of buy pressure in towards this market, and that is of course ultimately a thing what makes me extremely bullish. And this is still yet to come to the market. We're going to get loads and loads of buying pressure, and that is ultimately going to be sending Bitcoin higher. So indeed, we're seeing an ever so slight move towards the downside, but don't forget to remember the plan. Bitcoin is literally about to be entering Q4, which is the most bullish performing period in the market ever seen before, and it's a bull market year, so that is probably going to be extremely good here. So this is it for you in today's video. I truly hope you did learn something from it. If you did, don't forget to stumble the like button, subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you guys on the next one. Peace out. Goodbye.